This is Jonah Hill, and you're listening to the only podcast that matters.
Throw Gang, we are joined by the costume queen, the Pharaoh fittings, the Gen Z trend titan. Heidi put some stank on the wardrobe. That's that HBO. The first lady, the looks. Vixen of the visuals. You rip jewels, she drips jewels. Your fits poo, she fits Rue. You have no baddie, she dresses Maddie. She go in C.S. Lewis mode because she the styling boss bitch of the wardrobe. She might testify before Congress because she runs TikTok. The Spring Breakers girl boss. The beach bum big gun. Yeah, I'm not supposed to be podcasting right now because I'm dressed like a hooker. Euphoria's costume designer and author of the Euphoria Fashion book, which is in stores now. Heidi Bivens. Heidi, how the hell are you?
Oh, hells yeah.
All right.
I'm good.
Put that on your IMDb.
Good. Yeah, I know. I need to get that from you later for my bio.
A hero's welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for making the drive down.
Yeah. We
I'm
didn't know that it
excited.
was going to be like a real commute for your house. Like we weren't prepared.
Well, when I told friends I was doing throwing fits,
Ooh.
they said this was the one.
Yeah, what did Zendaya say?
This is the
Yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah, well, let's just call her. Let's call her right now.
Whoa.
No, she's
Don't
in
tempt us.
London. She's in
Yeah.
London.
It'll be a longer commute than a podcast.
You can't call her. You got to WhatsApp her.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, actually, I message her on her Gmail. That's how I
Oh,
message
really?
her. Yeah.
What's her email?
She probably changes. She probably has to change her Gmail so many times.
She's on that Z-mail.
Yeah.
Heidi, the first thing you want to do, since you are the fit god, is a fit check where you're going to walk us and the audience at home through the totality of your outfit today. The choice for you
okay.
is, do you want to start like top down or you want to go bottom up? And there is a
Okay,
correct
cool.
answer.
Yeah, I had a feeling this might happen. Yeah, no pressure.
invent the
No
genre.
pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely put way more thought into dressing other people than I do myself.
Interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That is
you
your
know,
job.
It's yeah. There's
You take your work
there's
home with
two
you.
kinds of costume designers or stylists. The ones who want to be the talent, and the ones that are happy being behind the scenes. And I definitely am happier being behind the camera.
But you certainly
Don't
put
look
together.
at me.
You certainly put together a pretty fire.
Thanks.
You put together a fire fit today.
Well, thanks. I
Especially when Zendaya was like, "Damn, you're going on the only podcast that matters."
I like this narrative, by the way. We should keep pushing it.
Yeah.
I put this shirt on today in homage to my friend Kristen Stewart.
Oh, okay.
I
Name drop.
Did a yeah. I will drop that
Let's
hard.
fucking go.
So this is Chanel.
Yes. I've been working with Chanel a bunch, and we just did a campaign with her, and her face is on this.
Oh, right.
This shirt.
Is this
And,
something people can buy, or did you make this for yourself?
Yeah, people
because
can
you're
buy
obsessed
it.
with
It opened the show. This shirt.
Oh, shit.
It opened the show.
So that's like a $5,000 t-shirt.
I don't
basically.
know. I don't know.
I don't look at price.
Yeah.
Sold off the
I
set.
try not to, but yeah, and a skirt, a hammered silk skirt from my buddies Umberto Leon and Carol
friend of the
Lim.
show. Former
Yes,
guest. Umberto.
OC.
You potted with him out in Eagle Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not Carol, just
sweet.
Umberto.
Yeah, I mean they're doing amazing things.
So it's OC?
It's OC from collection from I forgot exactly which season. It was a season where I did live performance for them for Fashion Week that Spike Jonze directed.
Oh, we
like
talked about that.
the theatrical
Yeah.
play. So
yes,
you styled that?
Yes.
Wow.
Damn,
At
dude.
the Met?
No, well, actually, they've
Or the
done
Lincoln
two.
Center?
It
Okay.
was the dance performance
Okay.
that they did on the Lower East Side.
Okay.
But
So that was
yeah.
like that fell off a rack and you're like, I'm going to take this with me.
Mhm. Yeah, basically,
And
yeah.
the boots that you so
And,
kindly
yeah.
took off?
The boots are by far. I love by far. They've been a big supporter of Euphoria and the show, and I've used a lot of their stuff on the show.
Is that a big like Gen Z brand?
Yeah, I've
I don't
never
know.
heard of that.
Yeah. It's they make shoes and bags, and probably we'll see much more from them in the future. But yeah, they're a brand that I think is like at a price point that your average fashion enthusiast could afford.
So
Okay.
it's not,
Which
not,
I
It's not
appreciate.
Chanel is what you're saying. It's a little more
It's a little-
approachable.
Yes,
For the girlies.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Okay.
What about the
Mhm.
socks? Were you wearing socks?
Yeah.
Just
Were you
wearing-
going raw
There were
talking
socks
about
wearing
boots?
at one point, right?
some special nylons. No, I just
Okay.
yeah, but very functional. Very
Okay.
functional.
Jewelry. Let's talk
Look
jewelry.
at this ring.
Oh wow. Okay, so all the things. This is a ring that I've had for probably like 20 years.
Damn.
from a store that used to be in New York. I know they still sell online, but it's called Jeanette, Ginette. It's a French brand.
Okay.
But it's my initials.
Nice.
It's my
Little
signet ring. Yeah,
Nice. Hell yeah.
exactly. This is my signature signet.
And the necklace? I
And,
thought you had a Chanel
yeah.
necklace on, but that's
Looks
part of the
like
Oh,
shirt.
thanks. Yeah, it looks like it's part. This is like a little black diamond heart. And the designer is Finn, Finn, and they also used to have a store on Bond Street, and it's
Retail.
closed
So if
now.
Retail
Heidi
not
buys
bad.
your
I know,
jewelry,
dude.
you're going out of business.
The Heidi curse.
Yeah, right? You're two
Great.
for two, dude. Kiss of death.
Yeah, well, I'll make it up to them. I'll put something on the show.
Yeah, and
third
then they're gonna be
season.
like, and we're opening 5 new locations. You just
Earrings?
need one placement on
Oh,
Euphoria.
earrings. The first ones were a gift from Ashley Levinson, Sam's wife. From Sam and Ashley. Actually, it was after second season. They both these earrings are from one of my favorite places in LA called a 14 karat. Do you know about 14 karat?
No.
do now.
I know about 24 golden.
14
Yeah.
karat is kind of a secret to some
Ooh.
people. It's like this
Not
weird
anymore.
jewelry dealer, and it's in Bev Hills. It's like, it kind of reminds me of Uncut Gems.
Sure.
It's in this black mirrored building. You don't see it.
Ooh,
You
I
wouldn't
like
know
that.
it was there
Diamond
from the
District
street.
vibes.
But then there's nothing else like it around. So it's just this random building. And then you take the elevator up and there's a security. And then when you go up in the space, it's like you see like all walks of life up there. You see like
So it's a whole
really well.
experience.
Yeah.
Characters.
Yeah, you definitely see characters. And everything is 50% off.
Whoa.
That's like
Fell
that's
off
their
a fucking truck or something. Yeah.
that's their business
Fell off
model.
the set of a HBO TV show. You know what I mean?
I love it. That's their whole business model is that everything is 50% off.
Everything
Oh.
must
So
go.
like I thought like, yeah, if I opened a business, I would just,
Just immediately mark everything
but
50%
no,
off.
but just like make that whatever the price is, just say that's 50%.
Oh, sure,
off.
right. It's
And then
anywhere else
you
twice
just
as
want to
much.
buy it.
Right.
You just
Yeah.
want to buy it because it's 50% off.
Psychological warfare
Yes,
in
yes,
retail.
yes.
Got it. Cool.
Heidi, bra?
Panties.
Not wearing. I don't
Panties?
wear bras. Uniqlo probably.
Okay.
Nice.
Is that your go-to?
Yeah, or Commando.
Nice.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
What about the bag?
Oh, that's J.W. Anderson.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm into the
Jonathan.
I'm into the puffy trend.
Yeah.
You know, the like that's still happening. I'm still into it.
Like
Yeah.
the big Loewe, like leather.
Yeah, all
Huge-
that stuff
huge
he's
shoulders.
doing. Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
he's a genius.
He is.
I really
And you're sipping on a pure
Yes.
LaCroix.
Only the finest.
Looking for sponsors. So
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You're a LaCroix girly, I believe you said, right? That's your go-to.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
Listen, if anyone out there
Something
can
and
hook it up.
nothing though. Something and nothing. That's really
Yeah.
my jam.
What is
Okay.
that? Is that a seltzer brand?
Yeah.
Or a
Oh,
sparkling brand?
It's like next level. I would be a spokesperson for something and nothing if they're listening.
If you paid them.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, I order crates of it. It's the yuzu flavor is where it's at.
Right. Big brain shit
Yeah.
only, of course.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Fit check, drink check complete.
Mhm.
Heidi, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this podcast.
Yes.
As the costume designer for Euphoria and also numerous movies before that, styling, your whole career is nothing but fucking smashes.
Peep the
But I want to
IMDb.
ask about the most challenging aspect of your entire career. How are you able to achieve the impossible and make Zendaya look so fucking frumpy on Euphoria?
Oh my god.
How do you take the most elegant woman in the world and make her look
She's
like
an
fucking
incredible actress. She's an incredible actress. You're making me think about changing subject. Jen Lawrence. I love Jen.
Jen Lawrence.
Jen
Oh.
Lawrence
I'm
is,
gonna be using that from now on.
also amazing actress, and
Jen Law.
and
Yeah.
we did a movie together where I was supposed to make her look not beautiful.
Good luck. This is Causeway.
Yes,
Mhm.
and it was real hard.
Yeah.
I
She
had
just like it kind of looks like more like what I've watched a great movie. Looks a little
Thanks.
normcore.
yeah.
right?
Well,
You
that
know?
was my
Yeah.
was my goal.
Basic.
That was definitely normcore was definitely the vibe. But yeah, I can remember
But you failed.
getting producer notes back saying like she
She's too
looks
hot.
she
She's
looks
still
too
too
beautiful,
sexy.
and I literally said camera test like I literally said she's wearing jockey sweatpants and a Hanes t-shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know
What
what
do
to
you
tell
want from me? Yeah.
I was like,
Put her in a garbage bag.
Yeah.
like I don't know what to tell you.
Or something.
But yeah, Z, she channels Rue and she goes to that place. She you see it on her face.
Before
so-
she turns it on in front of the cameras and she's wearing like the look that you put together for her, does she still look like Zendaya before she then like fully embodies a fucking heroin addict?
Well, I would think if she was here, like I'm guessing how she would answer. She would just call her that.
Yeah, 100%.
She would say that there's like a little bit of Rue, with her, like, and I mean, I
All of us, really.
I can relate to that too, just in that, like when
Oh, you defend too?
when I.
There's some Rue in you.
When I'm dressing characters,
Yeah.
there's like something I'm bringing to it that is like a part of an experience that's either personal or someone I know that, so that I can believe it. Right. But so, just going back to like what Z might say is just, I think that, when you're having to portray a character as an actress, you have to believe it. Right. So I think, there was definitely times offset where, she would like come by to visit. She would hang out a lot on set, even if she wasn't shooting. Very supportive executive producer. And she would be wearing something that looked like it could be in Rue's closet. And after we wrapped second season,
duty, right? That's just like her. Okay.
Yeah. And then after we wrapped second season, she came into the wardrobe storage where we keep all the characters' closets and asked to take a bunch of stuff.
We're gonna get to it. Don't worry.
What did Law Roach have to say about that?
From Rue's closet.
Law Roach was appalled.
I actually have never had a conversation with Law, so I don't even know how he feels about the show. Or I'm sure he supports.
He's too busy stunting on the runway.
Yeah, prayers up though.
Being a fucking the star that he is.
But they had a completely different type of working relationship, so it was like really like fun for me to see like what they would do, and then how different it was from the collaboration that Z and I would have.
You're unlocking different swags, right?
Completely.
Well, Z, may I call her Z now that I feel like we're best friends via you?
By proxy.
Yeah, by proxy, since she listens to the podcast. Z was like, I mean, every actress on the show is like a breakout fashion star, starting with their characters and then branching out into like real life. In your opinion, in Heidi Bivens' opinion, which actress on Euphoria has the best IRL swag?
This is
Let's
a
get you in
tricky
trouble.
one.
They're all different.
Well, someone just asked me like which style, and then I was like thinking about it through like my lens, like what do I personally think is the best? But
this is your podcast.
But it's tricky because like some people I personally think have the best like red carpet style, but then maybe their day-to-day street style isn't
we
like
can do
my
categories
favorite.
like superlatives. So we can go red carpet, street style, coffee run, date night.
Well, I really love what Maud's been doing on red carpet. I think she looks so chic. I love her new haircut. I love the makeup she chooses. I mean, she has a team obviously who's like helping her with all this, but I think she does know what she likes and she is in control. And I just think she's looks so timeless and like really super chic. I think, obviously someone like Z takes more chances on the red carpet. And so like, I commend her for that because, she's become like sort of an icon in that way. But for street style, I mean, I like Jacob Elordi's street style a lot.
Yeah. What do you think of his purse look?
I like the purse look.
His capacious
but he's
bag.
been doing that. He's been doing that.
Okay.
He's been doing that for like 2 years, I think at least.
What did you do? Like vintage? Did you do like vintage Carhartt? What's he doing? Does he look like this guy?
Well, I haven't seen any pics lately, but I just know that he's not all about heteronormative look all the time.
Like
it's like
and charm bracelets.
He just, the man purse, the merce is
I mean, that's not even a merce. That is a just straight purse.
Yeah.
It is a capacious
but,
bag.
when someone is comfortable enough with themselves that they can explore. I think that's great.
When you're a Gen Z sex god, you can carry a purse.
And people are sending you like free,
free purses.
Yes. And then there's a lot of them apparently. He's really in his bag.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'll start to do that thing where I'm just going to be like diplomatic.
Sure.
But
did I forget anybody?
I mean,
Sydney Sweeney's coveralls.
Sydney's
Dickies collab.
Oh, wait, the Dickies collab. I don't think I saw that. I saw the Frankies.
Yeah.
Oh,
I saw the Frankie's collab.
This was kind of the opposite of the Frankie.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what's the Dickies collab?
Yeah.
Well, she does work on
more cloth.
She does work on cars. I'm sure that's where that came out of.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah.
She is a savvy businesswoman.
She is.
I really am inspired by her business acumen. I mean,
What about Alexa Demie being like a Balenciaga goddess?
yeah, so Alexa has impeccable style, and she's probably the one who you see the influence of like our collaboration, like her ideas coming through with the character the most.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She gave me mood boards.
Oh shit!
Yeah, both seasons I got mood boards, and
How's her mood boarding?
Oh, so good. She
Is it a Google?
like,
Like, here's my Pinterest.
well, she's collecting images over time, so it's
Wow.
not just like she sat down for a couple hours and like Googled some stuff to show
That's how
me.
we work with our collabs. Yeah. Oh shit, we got a meeting at 10.
Whoops.
What goes with purple?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's a whole talent in itself,
She's
isn't it?
locked in.
Mood boarding. Yeah, she's great. So she
She on
has,
Google Slides, she on Pinterest. What's she doing?
I don't even know where she finds all her stuff. Honestly, I mean
Like
it's
the
mostly
documents
like
that she passes over to you.
it's it's PDFs.
Okay.
PDFs.
And
Yeah.
computer savvy too.
Yeah, she's like making music on computer. She's like
the
doing
fuck?
all the things.
Damn.
Yeah,
Renaissance
I mean they
So
all
everyone has their own thing.
they
Yeah,
all have
everyone's
their
killing
own.
it.
Yeah, I mean Barbie, the way Barbie dresses herself is phenomenal.
Modern
And I
fashion
say
icon.
dresses herself. I mean, obviously, all these people have teams, right? So I want to credit the teams and
Shout out the teams.
you know, like shout out to the teams because like when talent isn't willing to give props to the teams, and this happens sometimes, and I hear about it, and I don't like it. When the talent doesn't want to give props to the teams. I think
not
it's just
gracious.
like no, it's and some big
Honey,
stars.
you
that
did not
happens
do
with some
this
big
look
stars.
yourself.
Yeah, and just like people work hard, so like let them have a little bit of
Tag them on
You know?
Instagram.
Yeah.
Getting a fit off is a team sport, people.
Yes,
and
yes.
let's acknowledge that.
yes,
There's
because
no I in getting a fit off. Actually,
No.
there's several.
I mean, I'm sure your listeners who don't have teams and are doing it all themselves know how many hours they have to put in.
Yeah.
So much
You
R&D in
know?
the lab.
Yeah. You know how long I had to steam these jeans for? All right, so obviously every actor, actress,
No skinny
on-
jeans.
no skinny jeans.
Hell
That's a
no,
big
never.
Euphoria rule, right?
Yeah.
No skinny jeans. Do you think they're going to come back at all? Do you see?
Aren't they? They're coming.
I mean, there's always like the Celine, Eddie Slimane.
I'm
like,
I'm
fancy boy
hearing
skinny
I'm
jean,
hearing
but-
a buzz.
Low
I mean,
rise,
if
for sure.
they're on season 3 before, you're going to see them on
Yeah,
dudes.
honestly,
So.
you
Oh,
control
no.
the future in the
Oh, no.
palm of your hand, dude.
Oh my god.
So you tell us, are skinny jeans coming
Yeah.
back? Yes
Oh my
or no?
God.
You're the seer. You're
And
the
a
oracle.
doer, and a
You're the
doer.
oracle.
I'm ready for new kind of fabrics, but not jeggings.
Mm.
Like it's just, I'm sure we all have worn skinny jeans in our lifetime, and the like not being able to bend your legs things. It's not.
No,
chill.
that's not convenient.
It's
Also,
not
the bigger
cool.
the bigger that iPhones get, the harder it's going to be to
Yeah,
fucking
absolutely.
I mean,
shoehorn them
I
into
think-
We need a purse,
skinny
dude.
jeans.
One of
Yeah,
my
exactly.
one of my favorite looks in the skinny jean era, which you still see on some in the hip hop community, is when it's so tight that they can't pull it over their ass, even if they wanted to. I know the look is usually about having it dropped and like seeing your underwear,
Also, there's so much money in my pockets that it's just spilling out.
but when
exactly.
it's so tight that like even if you pulled it up, it would just work its way down.
Full cheeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
cheeks out, baby.
We love it.
So yeah, comfort is king, especially after a pandemic and like us all living in sweatpants. So I don't know if we're ready for a comeback yet for this
All right.
uncomfortable.
Thank God.
Great power
Uncomfortable.
comes great responsibility.
Okay.
Again, this is
Remember
on
that.
you. So
Yeah.
Godspeed to all
Well,
of us.
I know
I
that
think Zendaya's
people.
boyfriend said
Yeah.
that.
I
It's
know-
Heidi's world. We're just living in it.
I know people blame me for creating slutty teenage style, and I'm
What
sorry.
do you actually get like hate for like sexualizing teens?
Yeah.
I've a little bit.
Really?
I've gone a little
It
bit.
could be worse. People might be saying, "Thank you for your service. I love these
Yeah.
sexy teens."
As a pedophile, I just want to fucking
Yeah.
give you
Oh
your
my
flowers.
God.
What is Ron DeSantis going to come after your ass? Like,
I didn't do it on purpose. I just just felt right at the time.
well, every character has their own look, and I think that what you are known for is that you really think about like who is this character. I mean, this is the job of a costume designer, right? And like how they dress over the course, over their own personal narrative.
Mhm.
What character on Euphoria is the most challenging to dress? Is it the
Okay.
closeted gay abusive dad?
Oh no, he's great. He's so he's so
easy.
he's so
You
easy.
Throw some skinny jeans on that hoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You heard it here first.
He's easy. I was gonna make him more what I would call like pedestrian in the beginning, and like chinos, like
Mhm.
kind of just like button down guy.
But then he's out here
Throw some
raping.
Dockers on
But
that,
I don't know
dude.
if you noticed, he wears Margiela.
I mean,
I did not notice that.
wow. Like you see
stitches
the
poking
four
out.
stitches?
Yeah.
When he's date raping a teenager? Jesus Christ. Margello, you're on notice.
Yeah. Shout out John Galliano.
So yeah, there's some, he has some fashion moments, but I wanted to have more with the guys actually, but Sam felt it was like important to like keep them in their lane and not try to do anything too like interesting with them.
Nate's pretty boring.
For the storytelling. Yeah, like second season I wanted to
Dominic Fike though, he's
get
some shit
Dominic wears a lot of his own clothes on the show.
Oh wow.
I would say it's like 50-50.
Wow.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that? You're like, cool.
Great. I just wrote him like a note to send him the new book, and I said, "Thank you so much for your collaboration, especially for bringing all your clothes."
For doing my job for me.
I mean, I think at one point he like, messaged and was like, "Can I get some of my clothes back? Because I don't have anything."
How do you get my shit back? What the hell?
Well, he was very generous. I mean, I think the first fitting, I had asked him to bring stuff, because I'm always curious, like what, depending on who the character is, like, but, if it's a character who I think there might be some overlap with their life and how they dress and the character, I'm always curious, like what they might want to contribute. And it's kind of like method costumes.
Ooh.
And he brought so much great stuff. And then we just thrifted everything else and did Costume House. So
he's relatively easy because he does the job for you. The closet dad is easy. Is it Hunter Schafer's character, Jules? Because
Jules is the best. Jules is the easiest. I think I have the most fun with her. Honestly, I mean, I've talked about this a bit before in the past, but Sydney, just because I don't want it to sound redundant if anyone has heard this anecdotal thing, but Sydney's character, Cassie, I think from the very beginning, I couldn't really nail who she was. I was like trying to figure it out when I was putting together my own boards to share with the crew and HBO when we did the pilot. And then I realized it was because I was like having a conversation with Sam and I was like, I'm having trouble figuring her out. And then we were looking at pictures on social media of like, it girls. And I was thinking like
research like on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Cause that's never been done.
No, I know. I don't.
I do it.
I don't get paid for it.
But I realized anyway, long story
Can you
short.
name drop some of the it girls that maybe have influenced some of the.
Well, it was like, I was looking at like Haley and like the obvious ones, Bella, and just looking at their style and like what was going on. But then I had an epiphany. I realized the reason why I couldn't figure her out was because she can't figure herself out.
Bars.
Yes.
So she's kind of just she's mimicking what she might see on her own Instagram or what people are telling.
She's a poser.
Oh, bless Cassie.
She's one of the girlies on TikTok
Cassie.
that's trying to dress like Cassie herself.
Yes. Wow. Well, that's why second season you see her trying to emulate
Alexa
Maddie. Yeah, because she's like,
and they had the
wants to get
Spider-Man
Nate's
moment.
attention, and then
we're in the same fit.
Yeah,
so good.
Guy's worst nightmare.
Yeah, I'm very proud of that moment because that was like that was an opportunity that I saw in the script. I mean, it wasn't scripted that they would be wearing the same thing. And then I pitched to Sam, like, how about we do this? And then it became a meme.
Someone get her a writing credit. Damn.
Oh, Sam's so generous that way,
Art imitating fits.
Yeah. That's fucking sick.
That was fun.
Hell yeah.
But, I mean, that's a fairly funny, like, lighthearted moment, but like what Euphoria is known for is, or one of the things it's known for, it's known for many things, but maybe what snags people attention is that the material is so at times can be so graphic and intense. What's the vibe like on set? Is it like a very serious place? Is it just fucking homies chilling?
I mean, it depends on what day of the week it is, what hour of shooting it is, and what we're shooting. I mean, with a TV schedule like Euphoria on a Monday morning, I'm waking up at like 4:30, 5:30.
Damn.
Like we're starting super early. And then by the end of the week, like we'll progressively go later and later because, we have to have turnaround once we wrap, there has to be a turnaround, a certain amount of time for each department for union rules, right?
Blink twice if you need to contact your
we
rep.
are, protected in that way. And so with the turnaround, each day gets a little bit later. Call time usually gets a little bit later. And so by the end of the week, by Friday, we have what's called Fratter Days, where we don't really, have a full Saturday because you're, kind of going into the evening or whatever. So anyone who thinks it's like glamorous work. Yeah, exactly. So to answer your question, I think like, beginning of the week is usually like really amazing.
Hell yeah, this is gonna be a great week, guys.
I'm like,
and then Friday rolls around and you're fucking what? Just
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Just wear the shit, Zendaya.
But like, regardless of like anything like a PA or an extra set about like having to sit around on set all day while we were shooting the play episodes or whatever happened. That's the biz.
Is this fucking play about us?
That's the biz.
Yeah.
And the people who are there, who want to be there, are passionate about the work and they get what the job is. And, sure. Is it always easy? No. But you're there because you believe in the work.
Act like you've been here before.
Yeah. And Sam's a great leader.
Has some fucking pride.
Yeah.
Sam is a valiant and kind leader.
Yeah.
And yes.
So he's been in the news. I feel like anytime a cast member opens or has an interview, like it's newsworthy.
Mm-hmm.
The gossip around this place, around the set, and around the show is crazy. What are the biggest misconceptions people might have about the Euphoria cast?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't really know what the general like perception is beyond that. Like everyone like gets along. I mean, it's true. It's like family.
Everyone's
you spend so much time together.
Yeah, you're forced.
The cast is like family. And
when you hear your family.
Sure. There's like sometimes there's like ups and downs, and there's like rifts within the fam. But then at the end of the day, everybody loves each other.
Do you party with the cast at all? Would you like to party with?
You
frat out on Friday?
I was like going to age myself, but no, I do not party with the cast. I mean, sure, I get invited to like.
Oh, you are invited to say.
I get invited, but
to be clear,
like Barbie will have a house party, and I'll get invited. But
you don't chaperone.
But yeah, I'm really all about the work. Sometimes I'm like too focused, and I need to lighten up.
You need to cut loose a little bit.
Yeah,
you need to light one up. You need to.
Oh yeah, well that's for sure on the trailer.
Who would you? Is it on your fucking
rider?
Your rider?
Oh
Weed?
yeah,
really?
That I'm allowed to vape on set.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
100%.
Of every cast member, who would be in your dream blunt circle?
Ooh, out of the cast?
Yeah.
Ooh, definitely Barb's.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it 4?
Dream blunt rotation is 4.
I think 4.
5.
Yeah.
We'll go 4.
Okay.
Barb's number 1.
More.
Barb's. Okay. Who else?
Does she count?
I'm just gonna throw a wild card in there and say Alana Ubach.
Okay.
Who plays Suze.
Yeah.
Cassie and Lexi's mom.
Like that.
She's
she's
a
the
riot.
cool mom. She's a cool mom.
Cool mom cutting loose.
A riot. Angus, duh.
Right. He's bringing the weed.
How much weed does he smoke on set? Is he just constantly fucking?
Really?
I've never seen him smoking weed.
He's just perma blunted. As his cruising altitude.
Yeah.
He might have CTE.
What a great way to live.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, seems super unbothered in his lane,
have you
moisturized,
seen his
etc.
any of his like red carpet interviews?
Yeah.
My favorite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
He's high as hell.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, honestly, I think Angus is like so fucking smart, and I think like he like will play.
He plays up the.
He will play with a reporter, and like I just really appreciate that.
He like is doing
I think there was like
intentionally,
I think there was some interview where he was asked like somebody like asked a leading question where they were like, wow, it must be really great to like have been on the show, like how must it feel, or how do you feel or something, and he just went nah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's not here for the hoopla.
The interview that launched 1,000 memes. Yeah. He was
All right, who's the last person in your dream blunt
day.
rotation?
Yeah.
From the cast.
Yeah, we got one more slot to spark up. Legalize it.
Okay. This is the pressure.
I'm trying to feel euphoria, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying
Smoking
to
that euphoria pack.
I'm trying to think of like maybe like a day player, like someone who's like not another obvious choice, but
Deep cut.
yeah.
The little kid.
Oh, Javon.
Ashtray?
Javon's a boxer.
Yeah,
he would never.
He's pretty brolic.
Yeah.
Getting tested.
Whoop my ass.
Oh God, we should be quicker.
It's okay.
Okay, you choose.
Jacob Elordi?
Yeah.
Would he be fun to smoke with?
I hope so.
You'd be like, "What? Like it's my first time. I'm nervous."
Oh, I have a lighter in my Merce. I guess it's Australian though, so
Yeah, true. I guess we didn't
Yeah,
really
you got to do a
accent
better
there.
impression there.
That's a pretty good blunt
Okay.
rotation.
yeah,
Okay, okay.
that sounds fun.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, season 3, just meet that cast just meet out by the back of the trailers. I want to ask about the trends that Euphoria sets because, like, honestly, I was talking to Lawrence about this. Like, the power of the show, fashion wise, it's like the most important thing in the zeitgeist to let Gen Z. Which character in Euphoria do you think is the biggest real life trendsetter of the show?
That impact.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I read somewhere after season 1 that like for like that year, Google will do like a report on the
Right.
things that were most Googled, and like Maddie's outfits was
Damn.
like one of them.
Just straight up. Like,
Which specific outfit, or was it just all?
Just
all
Maddie
of them?
outfits
Wow.
or something like that.
yeah. Looking for that Maddie vibe.
Yeah.
Was it
Yeah.
girls trying to dress like her, or was it young men trying to
Oh,
beat off to her? Like, that's the question, right?
Both.
Yeah,
Okay.
probably both. Wait,
Whatever,
so did you
doesn't
read
matter.
a lot of press about the show? Are you one of
those? I mean, I try to read press that I've done. And
I
then
don't read your own
and
interviews,
then
but like when people write about the show, whether it's trend reports or like gossip, like, do you get wrapped up
occasionally
in that?
no, but occasionally I've read something that like where someone has a theory about something that I think is funny
Yeah.
that I'd never thought of, where
Okay.
people have thought it through more than I did. Kind of like probably when I was in film school and I was asked to do a paper on a film, and I would analyze it.
Just going
I
galaxy
would
brain mode
yeah,
and everyone's like,
exactly.
all right.
And you're making all these like analogies and like
This is
and
Reddit mindset we're
connection,
talking
yeah.
about.
But then like, yeah, I was just like, oh yeah. And then so some of the theories I've just started saying like, yeah, I meant
totally.
that. That's I meant to do that.
Do you watch the show?
I've only watched it once
Really?
each season.
And when you're watching it, are you enjoying it as a viewer, or do you have
I
to?
cry.
Okay.
So you're
I get
getting caught
so
up in it.
emo. I could just watch the trailer right now and I would cry.
Literally tear up.
I
But
would
you're not
cry.
like self-critical. You're like, oh my god, like that look, it's not doing what I thought it was. You're not thinking
No,
like that.
the
Like
show
studying
moves.
game
The
tape.
show moves so fast.
Yeah.
There's not even time to like really do that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are those scenes where they're able to breathe and you see a lot, and I think there's sort of a pattern, especially with season 2, where there's like really quick cuts and montage and fast stuff, and then there will be a scene that
Last
like,
20 minutes.
yeah. And then it's fast again,
Yeah.
and then so there's just kind of this
kinda
ebb
like
and
life,
flow.
Are you
Yeah.
watching live or are you doing like a binge? Like how do you consume the show?
Well, I can watch on monitor while we're shooting. I can watch dailies. I usually will like only watch dailies if I'm concerned about a costume or something.
But those final episodes that you're saying that you only watched one time through, how do you?
yeah, I watch them when the show comes out.
Okay, so you're like sitting down with everyone
I
else.
remember
Okay,
this
cool.
last season.
Are you on
they-
Twitter? Are you like,
Yeah.
are you examining what people are like thinking of the looks?
I didn't realize the reactions would come out that fast.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
I would do
they're
that like
instantaneous.
moving forward, but I
Mhm.
did notice that people will figure out what someone's wearing
Like the
in
ID.
hours.
Oh yeah.
Even if you only see like a little
Well,
shoulder.
that's big business. Like that's like,
It's
and people's entire
wild.
content is
But
based around.
But it'll
ID.
be like, I remember there was this one thing that Lexi Maud's character wore while she's like, it's a montage of her and Fezco on the phone, and she's like sitting down. You only see a sliver of her shoulder like from behind, and it's just a strap, and it was a Anna Sui burnout velvet dress, probably from like the early 90s, and
Someone ID'd it like
it's
that.
vintage, and people
Wow.
figured it out.
Damn.
Like, my
Autism
mind
is
was
a crazy
blown.
drug.
Yeah, for real, dude. Again,
But I
Reddit
know,
mindset.
I know you can take a photograph pulled from the internet and do like a reverse
Yeah,
image search.
It's drip AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that exists.
yeah, it does.
Chat
But
drip
like
GPT.
just like but freeze framing something.
Yeah,
I
crazy.
mean, like how there's no AI for that.
Do you
Not
think
yet.
like the mystery in what you do or some of that like is being lost then because of or
No,
you're
that's
like,
fun. That's fun.
Okay.
But I do try to stump people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean that definitely was
Stump the stands.
it was a huge motivation first season that like, and I used about like 60, I would say 65, 70% vintage on the girls
Mhm.
because I was trying to find and use pieces that people wouldn't be able to call out.
Got it.
You know, that like it, because also like
So season 3 going to be like impossible? Is it gonna be like who can stump
I have
Heidi?
no idea what season 3 is going to be like. I haven't seen the scripts yet. I know that it's going to be in the future. I know they're not in high school anymore. I mean, look, I'm saying this and then things could totally change, but that's what's been told to me that I think I'm allowed to say. That's kind of
Future,
already out
like
there.
we're talking like fucking like flying cars. Or we talking like next
Time
year?
jump.
Like 5 years.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Fucking sick.
College.
Yeah.
I guess after right after.
Yeah,
college.
that would be.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Everyone's
I don't think
fucking
everyone's
unemployed,
going to college. But,
You don't
but-
say. College is not for everyone.
Yes,
Yeah, right.
college is not
Let's
for
be real.
everyone. And how amazing that there's like new laws in place that say like you don't need a college degree to have like all
Yeah.
of these jobs
You don't
now.
need a college degree to be a fucking podcaster. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
God
I mean, I went to
damn.
Hunter College, but I
Shout out
never.
Hunter.
I went all 4 years, but there was like some
Congratulations.
weird thing that happened with my with the like. I just
Your
didn't have
degree?
like one. Yeah, I just like didn't have like
skipped
one
gym to
credit.
Were you smoking under the bleachers?
But
How convenient.
how funny is this? I mentioned something about that somewhere in press, like in the past year or so, and the dean, I think, of Hunter contacted me. She DM'd me and she said, "Let me help you. I'll help you
rectify
get
this
your
shit.
I'll help you get your
Damn.
diploma."
Wait, so you cheated the system and you got a diploma
Wow.
even though you didn't?
Well, I haven't done it yet, but it's
Okay.
on my to-do list.
Just be like, give me an honorary doctorate. Dr. Bivens.
Yeah, I would go
reporting
teach.
to set.
I would go teach. I just went to Florence to this school called Polimoda where they teach students styling. That's like a thing
Really?
you learn in school
That's
now.
so Italian.
you either got it or you don't.
Yeah, but no, it's all international. It's all
I'm
students
getting
from
my
all
degree
over.
in Sprezzatura.
Yeah. And putting
Yeah.
pants on.
Yeah, and I went and
Today we did right leg.
My pleats HD.
invited me to come teach a class. It was cool.
Awesome.
We mentioned that when a brand does get ID'd, I'm sure that their bottom line just goes crazy. Do
Mhm.
brands ever try to lobby or bribe you into getting some of their clothes on the backs of Gen Z's most popping TV stars?
Yeah,
I think brands are still figuring out how it can work or how it works, and I think
What's your
like,
number?
Google
Well,
Trends.
I'm
just
not
proved-
allowed to like accept
Right.
money
Well, that-
for
I mean,
for
wink,
you know
wink.
Hunter College isn't allowed to just
She's
fucking.
winking at us right now. That's so crazy.
Yeah.
Got something in your eye?
She's writing something on the little piece of paper,
remember
sliding
passing
across the
that-
table.
yeah.
Whoa, 7 figures, Heidi?
Whoa.
Remember when you said off the record?
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
kidding. No, I'm
Nothing.
joking. I'm joking. Nothing's off the record. But yeah, no, I think it's, you know, it's been really interesting to see how brands have responded to this idea of having their stuff on television, because there was a time where no one understood the value of that, and
Right.
like brands weren't interested. And
Did you get any pushback from any brands? Or like, no, we actually don't want to be on this like sexy heroin show?
the thing that I find the most funny is first season, even though Zendaya was attached and you think like people would be like throwing clothes at you. There were some brands who I didn't hear back from, and I usually
lost.
don't take no for an answer.
good
And
for you.
I usually like, you know, I'll like just keep on like,
Yeah,
you know,
Heidi gets what Heidi
finessing my
wants.
pitch
Yeah.
to like until I convince them. But there was like a couple people who like, you know, maybe I reached out to a few times and then I didn't hear back, and I was just got too busy, and I was like, okay, well, you know,
You're
okay.
lost.
Oh, well. And then it's happened with several people. After first season came out, I received emails from these people
Hey, just checking in.
that said,
This got
I,
lost.
I
Got buried
found
in
this in
inbox.
my spam.
Yeah, okay.
And my assistant was supposed to reply, and they didn't. And oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Sure,
We would-
Demna.
That's like Hunter. That's Hunter College finding your degree in their spam. Same fucking shit. Okay.
So that felt good. And that
Whatever
yeah,
you say, Kim Jones.
that was like, you know, you slept, but no, I still gave all
You
this.
You're
snooze.
not, you're not punching them.
I know. I still gave all those
snooze, you
people
lose.
opportunity.
Oh, so you don't have a snooze, you
No,
lose. Okay.
I don't hold grudges. I think
That's petty.
I think when you hold grudges, it's like
It rots you from the inside.
Yeah, what is that saying? It's like, you know, once you know, mature enough in life where you realize like, oh, like I'd say 99.9% of the time it's about them, it's not about you.
Right.
And like once I figured that out in life,
Themselves.
I was like, oh, okay.
Oh.
I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. It's your problem.
Right. You're the one that fucking sucks. What do you actually think of Gen Z fashion?
Mm.
Because like you are setting the trends there, but like
Well, you say that, but you
Come
know,
on, come on.
but I had a platform to put it on television. But
Fair.
I would like to think that honestly, if Euphoria didn't exist, I don't know that what's happening in style street style or fashion or whatever would be that different or different.
Really? You don't think so?
You don't think people
No,
mimicking
because everything's
Hunter Schafer's like,
cyclical.
you don't what about like the beauty?
Well, the beauty is huge.
Yeah.
The beauty is huge. What Donnie Davy has done for, inspiring people to like be creative with makeup, I think is huge. But the clothes, I mean, you think we would have
seen some Y2K ass motherfuckers?
Oh yeah, because it was time for it to come back.
Okay.
It's like everything comes back.
Yeah. Everything's cyclical.
Yeah.
So I just think, I had this unique platform. I think I did understand the power of television in a way that maybe like a generation of costume designers doing that kind of work didn't understand before.
Sure.
And that has to do with me coming from fashion world.
Right.
And me like understanding that like there is so much value in creating a show that speaks to that industry.
Right.
Where
You
I
had a foot in
think
both worlds so you could bridge that gap for sure.
there was really a divide before, Ariane Phillips, who I credit as one of my mentors, who's in the book. We have a conversation in the book. She was one of the first and only people I knew of who was styling celebrities, doing editorial, working with Italian Vogue. She was Madonna stylist forever, and also working on amazing films. So, and doing music videos, and
she understood the value in
things.
all of these different mediums.
Yeah. And like as a younger person and seeing her doing what she was doing and having people tell me like, you need to focus on one thing, and like seeing her just do whatever she wanted and whatever brought her joy. I was like, well, if she's doing that, like she set a precedent. I was like, I can do that.
I can
do that.
Yeah.
And so she really, gave me the courage to.
Shout out to the mentors, the OGs.
Yes.
Shout out the teams. What can you tell us about the Euphoria book?
So
in stores now.
Right now.
So the book, I'm excited about the book because I don't think there's been a book like this before. And listeners, please let us know if I'm wrong. But
Is it just screenshots or is it like
it's just screenshots with my thumbprint.
Nice.
It's I don't know. It's like a really sort of comprehensive look at process and the nuances that go into all the decision making. There's a lot of captions in the book. So we shot select costumes on a light box, and then so there's still lives with captions. So you kind of see my tangents and my thought process. And I feel like, there hasn't really been this kind of book done in this way. And my point being that I hope this leads to other books for other costume designers, because I think there is an audience for this.
If you could have that style book for any movie, TV show, as like a fan, what would you want to have broken down in that kind of nuanced way?
Well, I was thinking about this yesterday, and I think it would have to probably be a project that's hasn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. That you're involved with?
No, not necessarily. It could be like, costume designers who I really admire their work. And I say that because I think there hasn't really been an emphasis on documenting like the
whole process.
Like there needs to be, and there could be, and there should be.
Right.
There's a great book about the Hunger Games.
Okay.
That is one of the only books I've seen that I think did a really great job. And it highlights Trish Somerville's work. I'm obsessed with her. She's amazing.
I work with Jen Law.
Yeah.
Yes. And,
did she win an Oscar for any of those? For costume design?
I
feel like you might have.
She's been nominated.
Yeah, I was going to say.
She's been nominated. She's exceptional. But the producers of the film and the director and obviously everyone involved, the studio, had the foresight to know like we have an opportunity here to create a book. And so there are photo shoots throughout the book that they planned and produced for the book. That's with crazy. The costumes.
Wow.
And
while
usually
filming a big giant franchise.
Yes. And they really made an effort, and it's such a gorgeous book. And I think, usually, you're shooting, it's happening so fast. No one has time to do anything.
No, absolutely.
I remember when we were shooting Euphoria, I wanted my friend Matt Jones, he's a photographer. His parents started ID Magazine, and he did this ID cover way back in the day with Chloe and Harmony, Chloe Sevigny and Harmony Korine, and I wanted to recreate that shoot with Jules and Rue. Sick. And so like throughout the season, I would like have these ideas about things I wanted to do, or I wanted to like pull some cast and like do a special little project on the side. But it was just always too hectic.
So overwhelmed.
We just never had,
shit.
you know, and like to get,
now you finally
to
had the
get
time.
people to sign off on and get clearance on that. But
It's
like,
never too
I
late
think
to dream.
my point is that going into like if you know a project's going to happen and you know that there's going to be potential that there's a built-in audience or an audience will be there to want to see all the BTS and all the behind the scenes, everything, that you can anticipate
fiends, the
that,
heads.
and then you can make that happen.
Absolutely.
What percentage of the book sales do you think will be like fashion heads that want to know the process of this world building and character building versus the percentage of sales that will just be teen boys looking for some analog spank bank material? Is it like 50-50? Is it like
A sale's a sale, right?
I have no clue, actually. I'm really
find out.
excited to see,
Comment which one you are in the comments.
Who is interested.
If you see the book and the pages stick together, you know which one it was.
real quick? What's the policy of taking clothes from set once filming wraps? Is it your pick of the litter?
Me or other people?
You.
Well, both. I'd like to know.
Me, I mean, I'm the boss.
Yeah, you are.
But other people,
This counts as vintage.
other people, I mean, honestly, it's Sam loves a flashback. So I don't let people take stuff, because the minute I do, that's when he writes a flashback into the script, and then then they lost it or left it at their mom's house in another state, and then I'm screwed.
It sounds like when you work with Sam, it's like super collaborative. Is he like, does he get really involved with what you do, or is he hands off because he knows that the work speaks for itself?
He's so generous. He really enables me to do my best work, and that he leaves me to it. And then, you know, he's there if I need feedback or I have questions. But, you know, little known fact, he writes into the scripts when instead of wardrobe direction, he'll let Heidi do her thing.
Ooh, let Heidi cook.
Let her cook.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
You got to get him to write that
happens.
into the script this season. Let her cook.
Let her cook.
Heidi
Okay,
cook.
Sam, did you hear that?
Yeah, Sam's
Okay.
listening.
Yeah.
Wait, so if working with him is such a joy, like what do you think of all the news that's coming out with him around like the Idol? Do you believe it?
Well, you know, I don't know this reporter who, you know, has been,
The Rolling Stone?
working on that piece for a while. But I know, you know, obviously many of the people involved.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, it was a situation where, you know, they had shot like a version of it, and, you know, Abel's the producer, it's his show. And he went to HBO to do the show. It's like, it's his baby.
creation, yeah.
He has to feel good about it and want to get behind it. So, you know, I think no one could have like necessarily predicted how things went down, but in my experience, everyone, you know, has been respectful. So, you know, as to other people's experience, I can't speak to that. Yeah. But you know, I'm always
Not everyone can cook.
I'm always trying to give people the benefit of the doubt.
Sure.
And you know, shit gets complicated.
It's crazy that the most famous singer in the world would want to be in more scenes in his own TV show. That's wild. You know.
Yeah. Also, I mean, honestly, from someone who has like been involved in tabloid shit before,
True.
They will make something out of nothing, and they will pick up like basically like if you choose to not say anything, they will make something out of that.
They'll say something for you.
Yeah. So
that's why you should come on a podcast for 2 hours.
Yeah. Honestly, tell your own fucking story.
Yeah.
Any celeb listening that wants to tell their side, come on down.
Zendaya, we know you're listening.
Throwing
Just come
fits. The only podcast that matters.
Heidi, I want to go back and just like talk about your track record for a second. So Euphoria and yourself have been nominated 3 times for Emmys in the Outstanding Contemporary Costumes category. Losing to Pose, we fully understand that.
Yeah, respect.
Let's be real.
Full respect.
But losing to Schitt's Creek and Hacks.
But I have theories about this.
What are they?
So, in all respect, but Schitt's Creek, it was their last season.
Right, that's we talked about.
So they needed as many as possible?
Also, and it was the first season of Euphoria. So a lot of the the voters who are so with the Academy, with the Television Academy, other costume designers are voting for costume design.
Okay.
So so a lot of those designers hadn't seen the show yet.
Jelly ass haters.
I mean they're supposed to watch the show,
right?
But
Well, supposed to.
But
too busy watching Young Sheldon.
But I mean, I think Schitt's Creek,
NCIS
like
New Orleans.
it really, it really hit it. Like,
Did it?
Yeah, I mean, to the people who watch mainstream television,
Got it.
Yeah.
like that, and
The first time they ever saw Rick.
Yeah.
and I
Rick's Creek.
Tom Brown.
I can't really talk about the costumes on that show so much because I mean I only watched one episode and it was the episode that was nominated. So
how are the fits in that shit?
but I mean I think it's
What about Hacks?
It's okay. So Hacks. So
Great show.
thank you
Yeah,
for changing the
hilarious.
subject. Hacks is I think Hacks is the kind of show the majority of the costume designers who are voting want to watch. That's their
Also
show.
HBO.
Yes.
So.
But like that's their show. Like
30
they-
minutes.
Like Euphoria is not their show.
Right.
But
Does
also,
that make sense?
No, I get it.
Did you
That's
also?
the story I have to tell myself.
And I think that's a fair assessment.
So
So you can
Hacks,
sleep at night.
but Hacks was season.
no, it's not about winning. It's not about winning.
I mean, it is, but
But if the costume designers were on TikTok, then they would know that like
Yeah.
Euphoria is like much more powerful fashion wise than Hacks is, right?
Well,
what is Hacks winning for? Like the Vegas show, like fits when she's like on stage. Like what is
You're
it
the,
even?
you're the frumpy Gen Z.
Yeah, I don't get. That's, I don't even
fucking-
like Schitt's Creek. I kind of get because of the high fashion cosplay, but like what? I'm confused. Like when he said Hacks was even nominated.
well,
what the fuck?
so I was also nominated for CDG Awards, Costume Designers Guild Awards.
Comme des Garçons.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
And,
get ready, dude.
And like the first season, Emily in Paris won.
Oh.
So what I'm trying to illustrate
what are you
is that
motherfuckers
like
saying,
your taste is not the same as the costume designers
Wait, so
who are in the guild who
Right,
are
right.
voting.
Your
Are the
taste
guild-
level is not at our waist level, I believe is the term.
The whole thing about the Oscars and the Grammys,
Grammys.
right, is that the voters are just like old white people that are voting as John Baptiste as like
Yeah.
great best album of the year.
Yeah.
Is that the same with TV?
She's still trying to win one, dude. She's still trying to win one,
I-
Joe.
Do you want to win an Emmy? Like,
Fuck
is it
yeah.
important to you?
Well, no.
Please.
I don't care about that. I
But
don't.
But it would be nice.
I don't care about that at all.
How do you measure
Um,
success? Is it just like we put
well,
out fire TV?
I do measure success by my peers acknowledging me, but I am acknowledged by my costume designing peers. I mean, I'm nominated.
Right.
True.
True.
So it's like I'm the Susan Lucci of I'm just not yet. Not yet, but
So you feel seen and validated
I do.
by the industry.
I do. And also, like, if you think about the history of television, costumes in television and even awards for costumes, a teen show has never been in the mix ever. Like, this was like a new thing. I think that a television show about teenagers was even acknowledged in this way.
Seventh Heaven was ahead of its time. I agree.
Absolutely. Dawson's Creek. Woo.
Yeah, true.
That's the creek that got snubbed. So are you going to go
God.
even fucking harder in season 3? Or you don't know
Well,
yet?
I don't know what the scripts are going to be like, so it'll be really interesting to see, like, if the characters feel like what the storylines give us, right? Because if we're not in high school anymore, then
From like young adulthood, like
then it's like sort of entering a different phase of life. But at the same time, Sam has given creative license where like we're world building, we're creating our own
Sure.
world within the show. So it's not like I have to subscribe to some pedestrian idea of like
Right.
what real people wear now because they're not in high school. But yeah, I don't know. I won't know until I
Do you
see the scripts.
do you intentionally not think about it until you have like true material
I
to work with and form
can't.
scripts?
It's also really hard to start designing in my head if I sign on to a project and I don't know who the cast is. It's
Ooh,
really
sure,
hard
of course.
because like the casting makes such a huge
Gotta put a
difference.
face to the name for sure.
Yeah.
mhm.
What does executive producer Drake think of the fits on Euphoria? You
Yeah.
ever gotten
I
feedback
don't
from
know.
Big Scorp?
The
I
king.
don't know. I mean, I'm guessing he's happy. I never
Make
got.
him sexier.
I never got any negative
Make them-
feedback.
He never, because he's like,
He comes by set, but
he's
I
into
mean,
gear.
I never asked him.
He just posted
but
all of his watches on Instagram.
Yeah. Wait, he must fuck with.
Yeah, he must think it's cool, right?
I would think so. I would hope so. I mean, especially Maddie.
So did you hang out with Drake?
Hold
or?
on. What do you mean, especially Maddie? Especially Alexa to me? Her character?
Maddie, meaning like she's like hot. You know,
Oh,
okay.
like I would think he would approve.
Drake's like, that's a ting. It's a hot ting.
Straight ting, man. So you hang out with Drake? What's that like? Yeah, when he comes to set, like he pops in, he's like,
What are his fits? What do you think of his fits?
Yeah, I mean, he always does right.
Yeah?
I think so.
if you could
I'm
give,
not as big of a critic as you are.
Give him one styling tip, what would it be? Or is there something that you'd like to see him in, or we want to, pair something back?
Oh yeah, I think I mean I should just consult for his brand.
Nocta or OVO, I guess, just generally speaking.
Either, both.
Okay. So you're gonna be like, pay me to get the answer to this question. I think is where we're going. This break me off a little piece.
I'm a New Yorker. Come on.
Yeah.
Drake,
Okay.
more headbands.
Fuck you, pay me.
Yeah, for sure.
Heidi, you were first and foremost a film lover, all like costume design work aside. What's the guilty pleasure film you always go back and watch again and again that's like maybe a little embarrassing?
And we will judge.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Let's fucking go.
That's
dude.
fucking
Hell yeah.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
And
What do you think of the tuxedos? Like,
it's best.
Can
One of
you
my
go
favorite
line for
movies.
line with the whole movie?
And Idiocracy.
okay.
It's
Okay.
A
another
little
good
slept
one.
on. It's crazy how Idiocracy predicted the future. It's like we're actually living.
Damn, bro.
Whoa.
As
Okay,
I
so
said,
Step Brothers.
So many.
and then marrying your costume designer work and your love of film. What's your Mount Rushmore of most stylish movies?
Unranked top 4.
Oh wow, I should have been prepared for this.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've been preparing
okay.
your whole life.
Yeah,
True.
true. This is actually your.
I love
your test from Hunter
Heather's.
College.
Heather's.
Oh, great.
is a
nice.
good one.
Classic.
Maybe Do the Right Thing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Don't scuff the J's, people.
Let's see.
2 classics so far. Love this.
Halfway there. We're halfway there.
Wizard of Oz.
Wizard of Oz. What?
Oh, please. Okay.
There's like one
Who
human.
cares,
There's one
dude?
human fit.
Wait,
in
are
there.
you talking about costumes or fits? Okay.
We said
no,
Swedish-
no.
Well,
It's
as we said,
stylish.
most stylish movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
most
for
stylish
dudes to be
movies.
like, yo, like fucking
Okay.
like
Okay.
Talented Mr. Ripley,
Okay.
bro.
Ocean's 12.
That was
Yeah.
a good. That was a good one. Okay. Let's get real. Okay.
let's get
well, the
fucking
first,
real.
the first,
Wizard of
the
Oz.
first, the first two, the first two
Fuck outta
were real.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizard of Oz just because of the ruby red slippies. Like,
Well, it's just so good to look at.
oh yeah, well, technical.
okay.
It was the first color movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slapped. It
Yo,
killed
this shit hit. Yo, color hits different,
yeah.
bro.
It killed a Victorian child.
Oh
One more.
God. Okay.
Wait,
No, two more.
Two more.
Oh.
Okay. I can do this.
We got kind of like a girly movie and then like a fucking like dude movie / like New York movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now you sound like Sal.
What else is there? Yeah.
How
Well,
about
what's running through your head right now? Just
Yeah.
throw some out there.
Stumped.
Barry Lyndon.
Well, Barry Lyndon is on my top 10 criterion.
Woo! Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
Great
but
taste.
is that fits?
I mean, it's a fucking period piece. They're fucking kidding.
Yeah.
Michael Mann's Miami Vice.
Ooh.
I'm just naming his most stylish movies.
No, I love
Super-
Michael Mann. I love Miami Vice.
You ready for Heat
Um,
2 starring Anna de Armas?
Yeah, did you read the book or the prequel? Did you read the book?
No, I don't read
You already
books.
know I got about
Yeah.
a quarter through before it went back on the shelf to collect dust.
You have worked with a crazy roster of A-list talent. I mean, forget it, just the breakout stars from Euphoria, but like Jennifer Lawrence, Ben Affleck, the ATL twins. Who's been the most fun to work with? Besides Euphoria cast.
Let's talk movie stars.
Yeah.
McConaughey, Jonah Hill,
Snoop Dogg,
Oh, Snoop.
Gucci Mane.
Oh my
Gucci.
God,
Franco.
Snoop. I fucking love
the
Snoop.
Spring Breakers girls.
Yeah, all
Snoop
the
is
girlies.
such an angel.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what everyone says.
One day I made Snoop's, my tailor made Snoop's pants too short.
Oh no.
And she just had this thing where like I'd have to like trick her and
Right.
tell her to make it longer than I really needed it. 'Cause
Yeah,
she
yeah.
would always make it shorter.
Mm.
And
Taylor Millhouse.
it was before I realized this, and she made his pants too short, and he was not happy.
Oh yeah.
And he was pissed, and
Still
I
rock his
felt
khakis with a cuff and a
so
crease.
horrible. Well, he likes a big break, so it wasn't like he was wearing high waters, but
Right.
he
He's also
just-
tall. as
They
fuck.
weren't as long as he
got
liked them.
stems on him.
And I think that's probably why he likes them long and not like perfect, you know,
Because he has such chicken
break
legs?
because it's well, no, because like I don't know, just think about the psychology of like you're really tall, and then all your pants, like you know that if you bought them off the rack, like were like just at your ankle.
Mm-hmm.
If you were having pants made, it'd be nice to have them like really long, and then like you know
do
have
terrible
some break,
in Bushwick.
you know. But anyway, so I digress. But he was so upset, and then I went to set. The next time I saw him, I was across. We were shooting an exterior, and we were on this lawn, and it was a wedding scene. And he was on the other side of the lawn, and he saw me from across the way, and I just made a sad face, like a "I'm sorry, I know you hate me" face. And he stopped what he was doing, and he looked at me, and he put out his arms like for a hug, and said, "Come here,
Bring it in, sister.
Bring it in." And I walked over to him, and he gave me a hug, and he was so sweet. Yes, I mean, since then, like if I'm in a city where he's performing and like I hit up someone from his team, like they'll invite me and I'll go backstage and like
get fucking zooted.
Fuck yeah.
And so Snoop is definitely.
Do you prefer rapper weed to like pedestrian weed?
I mean,
What are you vaping on?
I can do it all.
Wow. Damn. Woman of all talents.
No. Seriously, no swag. No college grade swag.
Right. We're past that.
Yeah.
We're
No seats.
grown.
No seats.
Do you want to move on for the Mount Rushmore most stylish movies? Because we had two.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I was trying to throw you a lifeline here, but we don't. We can move on. We can move on.
I'm so bad with these like favorite things.
We can we can grade you as a straight F. That's a fail.
I know because I
we can
should-
voice AI Heidi Bivens in later. Just be like, I liked this movie too.
That AI needs a new model. Dude,
Yeah.
Well, wait, hold on. Let me
because
you're gonna edit this, right?
Yeah,
I can.
Sure.
I can
Absolutely
I was like,
not.
because I could like redo it.
No, it's fun. It's more fun this way because these amazing costume designers are just like us.
Let me ask you another brain teaser that I'm sure is going to stump you. If you could
Uh-huh.
dress like any one character from film or TV in your personal life, what character would you dress as?
Oh wow. Okay. Any character from film or TV?
Yeah.
I mean,
the Tin Man.
The lion,
I love
cowardly lion.
I love any of Anna Karenina's from Jean-Luc Godard's films. I mean, that's
That
like
tracks.
probably a boring
Criterion girly over here.
I love the French ingenue
Of course.
vibe.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. That tracks.
I would say Bridget,
Oh, right.
Brigitte, but
Pardon.
I think she's racist, so I don't.
Probably she's French.
They all are.
Yeah.
So
Don't be redundant. Just call her French.
I know, that's not that. I mean, that's not fair. I mean, she loves animals. So.
Right. Put some stank on the wardrobe. That's that HBO. Speaking about French people.
yeah, they stank.
I want to ask about some of your other seminal films that you've worked on. Because we talked a lot about Euphoria and obviously the Euphoria book in stores now. Was there a moment when you were filming Spring Breakers 10 years ago that did you have an inkling it would have this resurgence maybe as like pop culture cycled through?
Lesson Zero.
Yes, great.
Okay.
Yo, Robert Downey Jr. is wearing the Yoji Yamamoto fucking button up in that. Nice, well done.
Okay.
It's your show, dude.
You were saying.
I was saying.
You also need to do one more still. So if you want to chime in later.
Chef, edit this. No, I'm just kidding. Was there a moment when you were filming Spring Breakers 10 years ago, you had an inkling that it would have a resurgence as pop culture, as a pop culture phenomenon, like serving as the indie sleaze hot girl archetype template? The moment that it's having right now.
Yeah.
No, but I think Harmony did.
Really?
Oh, he knew. He had the vision.
He did. Yeah. I think he really did. I've gotten a couple texts from him since like all the anniversary stuff has come up. I'm on a thread with him and Elliot Hostetter, who's the amazing production designer who did the film. And he said something about knowing it was coming.
Yeah.
And it's really funny to read like the comments on social media, like in response to that film when, people are bringing it back up again because, there's like, and I said this when the film came out, there's like two kinds of people. There's people who get that movie and there's people who don't get that movie.
True.
And it's not even about liking it or not liking it. It's just about like, do you get it or not, Sure. And it's just funny to me because when people are like, who do like hate on it or like don't understand it, like
What do the haters say?
express. They're just
I'm not
like
familiar with the hate.
They just talk about how like why is everyone saying
Right.
this movie's so great? Like this movie
It's like
sucks
it's
or
overrated
whatever.
And Harmony gets that for like that's like his thing, right? He's like very divisive.
But to me, it's like, people are like throwing shade or hating and they think maybe that like that's somehow like valid in the conversation. But to me, they're just revealing
Yeah.
that they're not very smart.
They're bitch assness. Okay.
Yeah.
They're
You're a
dumbassness.
fucking dummy.
Yeah.
A swagless dummy.
Yeah. You're showing
And that
your
has
whole ass.
nothing to do with the look of it. It's, it's about.
But it is such like an aesthetically specific type of movie, right? From the look.
Yeah,
how, like, the
Benoit
movie looks
Debie's
yeah,
cinematography
exactly.
like started like this whole sort of, I think, movement in,
Was that your
in
first
the
major
look of
film?
cinema.
That you worked on?
No, I worked on David Lynch's Inland Empire.
That's right.
Before that, and I did some other small indie films
Okay.
before Spring Breakers.
Do you prefer working with these like enigmatic weirdo directors?
I love working with
goats, dude.
auteurs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I know they're
if,
goats, but like,
That's if like I could only work with auteurs, I would. I mean, that's why I did the Adrian Lyne movie because I was like, okay, he's got this amazing history.
Right.
Jonah Hill, auteur or not?
Yeah.
Jonah's an auteur,
Very
He,
specific.
he's got a singular vision for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
and he's gonna make another movie this year.
How much in really?
Yeah.
What movie is he making?
It's a script he wrote. I'm probably not supposed to talk about it yet, but
Okay.
but it's coming.
How much input did our close personal celebrity friend Jonah Hill have when you were putting together the wardrobe for mid '90s?
Yeah.
Was he like super
Because
involved?
he's a fit god in and of itself,
Yeah, I mean he signed off on stuff, but it was a similar thing how it works with Harmony or Sam, where they
Let her cook.
So Jonah,
exactly.
Jonah was more let her cook, not like, no, he would wear fucking chocolate.
No,
It's gotta be a girl.
And he was he wrote it, he was directing and
Nice.
producing, so he had a lot on his plate. I think it was a relief to him that he didn't have to think about it.
Okay.
But I don't know if you've read this before because I've talked about this, but it's so crazy. I saw Jonah at like something in New York and like
Was he
like,
getting
I
an
think
iced
like,
coffee? Is
no,
that
I
what the
think
thing
like
was?
like
Yeah,
Karen
Gasoline
O
Alley.
was singing or something,
Okay.
and it was like
The J. Crew party?
and I saw him from across the room, and he was like, and I knew him socially, like, but I did not well, but I knew him for a long time. Anyway, he like yells at me from across the room. He's like, Heidi. And I came over and I was like, what's up? And he's like, I'm making this movie. He's like, I want you to do it. I want you to custom design it. And so this was like maybe like a year before we actually made the film. And so then, I got really excited. I got the script. And when I realized like the years that it takes place, so strange. At my mom's house in Virginia, I have this chest where I keep all these magazines from my youth that like I kept and because I would collect.
The archive.
And I had so many that I had gotten rid of like all my skate mags
Oh no, like Thrasher and Big Brother. Okay, sorry.
those years.
Oh
Really?
wow.
Those
It's like
are
the
only-
universe kind of was.
Yeah, those are the only, it was like 94, 95. Like, I mean,
Hell
I had
yeah.
some like 93, 92,
Cosmic.
93, 94. Yeah, those are the only years I kept, like almost like I had a sixth sense that I was going to need them.
Were you a little, were you,
So weird.
were you like a ramp tramp in your younger years?
No, I skated. I mean,
Okay.
I wasn't great, but I skated. But
Well, you're a girl,
I did snowboard. I'll let that pass. I did snowboard competitively, and I thought that's what
Really?
I wanted to do with my
Compet-
life.
So you
Yeah.
fucking shredded gnar. You ripped.
Yeah, I
From
love
Virginia?
I love snowboarding.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Are there
sometimes
mountains there? Or just,
sometimes
like,
there's
hills?
mountains, but sometimes when you don't have great conditions, that's
Oh,
when
yeah.
you get good.
That's
'Cause
why
you,
the- that's why the East
we
Coast
were like
skiers
making
fucking
hits
rip.
in our backyard and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
You were like forged. In
Yeah,
the
I was
fires,
like
dude.
learning on ice, and then when I got to ride pow pows,
You're like, what?
forget about it.
doesn't
like
rip,
It is in heaven on earth.
doesn't rip my ass skin off when I fall? What the fuck?
Pow pow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
Beach Bum.
Mhm.
Is Matthew McConaughey in the Beach Bum Moondog your flyest sartorial creation ever?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would
mean,
say
it's
so
all time.
because, like, honestly, like the matching sets didn't exist. They were nowhere. I couldn't find them anywhere. I had to make them.
The romp hymns?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like they were nowhere. The only
Damn,
place I
she's to
could
blame.
find them was like from like I
Yeah.
don't know, like they would make them for children. Like
Now Emrata makes them.
yeah. So sorry about that.
That
but,
literally created
but
an
yeah.
entire genre of
insufferable
summer
dude.
dressing for the worst guy. Like,
Yeah,
like
what was the
bottle
trend
service
called?
date rapist.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a name. What
For
was
Kyle Cook on fucking Summer House.
what was the name?
They
that-
Romp hymns.
No, but
That was the big brand.
Romp Him actually is connected, which is
Oh, they are?
funnier. Yeah, that's
Was it-
but
was
it
it like-
looks
Was it like slum? Something I don't know. There was like
Slum?
a trendy name for it.
of sets.
Of dressing like
Moondog?
like Moondog.
No.
Yeah, scum.
Oh, dirtbag.
Scum something.
No, it was like Shia LaBeouf, even Jonah Hill at the time.
That was called Dust Core. Or something.
No, it was
Dust
like
Fits.
It was
Bieber-
like Dirtbag
Bieber
Core or
did
something.
it.
Oh wait, it was Scum.
Scum Bros.
Scum Bros.
There it is. It's funny because
Whoa.
Scum Bros. So
Yeah.
I can't believe you remember that. Gotta look in the mirror.
That was hard.
Yeah.
No, you killed that
Scum
though.
Bros.
But you would say
That was
that's
so
like,
fun.
That's number one.
That's
So I've never laughed so hard.
Yeah, it's Jonah Hill is great in that movie too. By the way,
Yes.
he's like a fucking all time.
Who else is like just your favorite sartorial creations in your career besides Moondog, Matthew McConaughey?
I mean, definitely Jules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi's Avengers.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think so many of them are yet to come.
Right. True.
Ooh. Good answer.
Pro answer.
Let's flip this a little bit. If you
Mhm.
could go back in time and redo any of your past costume design,
We don't
or
want to talk about those.
wardrobe work, really? Too many
No,
to count?
I
changing
I
it?
went back and like watched a movie I worked on really early in my career when I had like zero budget, and it was cringeworthy.
Really?
Oh, really?
It was like I was like, ugh.
You're like this
I
shit.
was like,
ass.
I'm glad people don't reference this. Don't go on IMDb and start trying to figure out which one it is.
Or just go
but
back.
yeah, I mean, but
It's Anna de Armas.
it was like a reminder to me that like, budgets matter.
Right, totally.
Sometimes when like producers are like,
that HBO
and
money hitting
here's
then.
$1, and like you're like, okay, well, it's gonna look like
Don't spend it all
$1.
in one place.
Yeah. So yeah, clothes do matter. And
Was there a movie or a show where you did a lot with a little that like you're like, damn, pound for pound, this is like,
every project.
oh damn, okay.
Because I came from working in indies, and I was like, wearing lots of hats and, had a crew of maybe like 3 when, I think the bare minimum is usually like 4 or 5 to be able to like function and not suffer and get like 6 hours sleep. Yeah, I think, because it was like good training for me because like I
Trial by fire.
I know how to
Yeah.
save money.
It's like snowboarding.
Yeah,
Literally.
but not fire. You do some styling work too. Like, who's your dream celebrity to style?
Oh,
You really wanna work with? Let's
Actually, I don't
manifest
do
this.
I don't do red carpet. I don't really do celeb stuff, but I love working with talent when I'm working on a campaign, like when I worked
Right.
with Kristen on
Right.
Chanel. I just worked with Jenny Kim for Chanel. That was fun. So yeah, when I'm working with celebs and it's like for a client and it's for a project, yes. But to dress people for their life, not so interested.
Really?
Really?
If there's not one person that you were like, yeah, I'll take my shot here.
No, I mean, I think if I was going to work with someone in terms of like a red carpet, like, that kind of capacity, it would probably be someone who already has amazing style. And then it's just like, then you're like facilitating,
Mhm.
because like
Like
to
the
work
point
with, someone who like doesn't have like their own idea of style or have like good instincts about personal style, and then you're giving them a style,
And it'll show.
that doesn't sound fun to me.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I think that most male celebs honestly look like shit. We feel like
Right,
we're in a
because
dark
someone's
period,
telling them what to
literally.
wear.
No, not just like
Put this on. Here you
literally,
go.
It's
Yeah.
on the bed. It's like
Right,
out.
right.
It's like there's not even a single thought.
Are there
Yeah.
any? Are there any? And this is like a question that Lawrence and I grapple with all the fucking time because it's very few and far between.
Mhm.
The answer is: are there any male celebrities that you think actually have good personal style
Not even red
Mm.
carpet, but like just like actual
on their day to
swag.
day?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do, and then like next month, I was like, what's happening? So then, yeah, I don't know if that's about their stylist or what, but who do I think looks really good?
Yeah. Anyone like surprise you lately?
I mean, you would know more. You tell me. Who do you
do we
think
like?
looks good?
I love
Tyler, the
Austin
creator.
Butler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler always looks good. But Tyler also
Frank
has his own brand, so
Ocean,
that helps.
Rocky.
Yes,
Right.
Frank Ocean always looks good.
I like
Rocky.
Austin Butler a lot.
Yeah,
just
Austin, so
hot
you
dudes.
do. You like Austin.
I like when he was
Butler.
doing like all of like the basically the blue collar stolen valor cosplay leading up to Elvis Wrangler.
Okay, what about the SNL opener look?
What was that?
What was he wearing?
Was it
some Elvis
ridiculous?
shit?
Was
What
it
was it?
trash?
Google it. I'm just curious
Okay,
what
let
you
me
think.
see.
Oh, you know what? Whose style I like Joe Jonas because he just wore a piece that we co-designed.
Yes,
with
he
our friend
did.
Connor
Shout out
McKay.
Joe
Really?
Jonas,
Sick.
Yeah.
the newest
That's what I'm talking
fit
about.
god.
Okay. Well,
Number one.
Because he literally shopped at MrPorter.com.
Yeah.
Oh,
or
well,
his
I mean,
stylist
why
was
But he
don't
looks good. He looks good. His style is probably good.
I need some of this stuff to put on the show.
Yo.
Well,
Yeah.
don't jump the gun because we were going to beg later.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, we got you. Don't worry.
Hold on.
Are there
I'll let this fit real
are
quick.
there fashion trends that you do want to see guys lean into more? That you think like it or maybe underrepresented or should be?
I mean, I
leveraged
guess
harder?
it just goes back to what I was saying about like people having personal style, right? Like when, I've noticed lately there's been talk about red carpet looks of the 90s before people had stylists.
Mhm.
And,
Like
some
opening night that IG account. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, exactly. So like, maybe not all those looks are worth revisiting, but I don't know. There was something really appealing and sort of earnest about like, people dressing themselves.
Mhm.
And
they kind of
so-
just showed up like they were going to a movie.
I
Yeah, showed
know.
up like
I
that.
know. I love it.
Just like Bruce Willis in like a polo bear sweater.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Hit play.
Yeah.
It's real shit.
I mean, when you think about how Philip Seymour Hoffman used to dress
Dude,
to go
rest
to,
in peace,
yeah.
God.
But are you saying that we shouldn't necessarily put that on a pedestal just because it comes from that era?
No, I just think that there's like a sentiment behind that
Sure.
we've lost, which is like more authentic.
Right.
Yeah, I
And-
mean it's all
and,
relative. Like Austin Butler wearing a double-breasted tuxedo jacket with no shirt versus PSH just like at Sundance in a trash Carhartt that he literally probably wore to mow the lawn. These are not the same thing, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying one is better than the other.
But one is better than the other.
I just think that maybe like the reason why I don't have like these like go-tos of people who are like impressing me with style is because like it's maybe not their style.
Because that don't impress
Right.
you much.
It's like someone else's style.
True.
Or the designer using them
So are
as a
guys
fashion
trying, are
plate.
guys trying too hard, knowing that like, and again, I'm not talking about necessarily celebrities. I'm just talking about like dudes. But still, everybody is
Mhm.
has a camera on them at all times. Everybody can get fucking flicked up at any given moment of any
Mhm.
given day. Are guys trying too hard, like thinking that they are just like in this like fit pick lens?
I don't know about trying too hard. I think it depends on the person because
The
I think
Fit-Opticon?
some of them like it seems like they're having fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Which
like
is the most important thing. We always talk
Sure.
about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's about enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
That's the foundation.
Totally.
But-
Yeah, I think, I mean, there's lots of benefits, right? It's like, the designers get their moment. So then the actor is supporting the designer and, it,
Yeah,
They're
it
getting
creates,
paid, probably.
Gucci needs all that help.
commerce.
Yeah, right,
Yeah.
dude.
It's, we're
Thank God for Harry
Yeah.
Styles.
true capitalist
Keeping the Italian economy afloat.
Yeah, right.
Heidi, what about what's some shit that guys maybe just stop doing? I feel like you kind of answered both sides of the question there, but like, is there any trends you see guys like you? And you mentioned the fact that men will switch up their shit. month to month.
Summertime, no socks, not down.
Wow.
Socks. Always
Wear
socks.
We're
No,
back.
just like, or at least like deal
are you
with
looking at-
deal with sweaty feet. If you have,
Yeah.
because-
Just hilarious because you are not wearing socks presently as you
Well,
make this decree.
And it's like 45 degrees out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You like
think,
a man in socks.
Well, I don't mind. I don't mind a man in Birks, but Harmony sure hates it. I remember
Really?
when we
Really?
were first.
He's the opposite of Quentin Tarantino.
He has an aversion to men's feet. When we
Anti-Tarantino.
when we started to figure out the look for Moondog, Matthew McConaughey's look, I was debating to put him in some open-toed situation, and Harmony was like, "Nah."
Really?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you went the full opposite and he wears Uggs.
He
right?
wears Uggs. Well, those are his wife's Uggs that he takes from the closet.
Right.
But he wears like these Velcro running sneakers.
True.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're Brooks.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Harmony Korine, foot phobic, male
Yeah.
foot
male
phobic.
male
Yeah,
foot.
Open up your mind, Harmony.
But I'm like into the feet. I was like, if I was going to be an OnlyFans girl, I would just do feet.
Well,
I
it's
would-
also like the least invasive way
Right.
to make bread.
But
You
I
go
think,
right feet.
but I think most of them still show their face.
Don't you need to like
you want to be anonymous?
Just feet
just feet?
and like step on stuff.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay. So like a little ASMR too.
Yeah.
Like some Pringles or whatever.
Yeah,
Okay.
or some Jello.
Yeah. Okay.
What
Crunchy
about
and soft.
filling up a crock with some shaving cream and shoving your foot in there? You
Oh,
seen
the
that?
best. So satisfying.
Yeah.
And then like the shaving cream explodes out the crock holes.
Mhm,
Do that.
mhm. Yes.
We're cooking right now, guys. This is
Let them cook.
Yeah.
You want to be my manager?
Say less, dude.
We got the camera right here.
Yeah.
Perfect segue.
Make a movie.
Perfect segue into the next segment of this podcast, Heidi,
Mhm.
which is entitled That Ass.
Sex and dating.
Sucking and fucking.
Okay.
Meats and cheeks.
Are you married?
No.
Are you partnered up right now?
No.
What's the way to Heidi Bivens' heart?
Oh, wow. Okay. Slide into my DMs
Okay.
Them
Easy.
shits are open.
I-
Say less.
that I never check. No, I'm just kidding. No, I don't know. I'm not on the apps. I'm always so curious about the apps. I like,
Why not join and just dip your toe?
well,
Is it
I,
like-
Sockless toe in the pool.
Did they need to dress well? Or is that a, you don't care?
well is a relative thing.
In
You
your
mean,
opinion, like in your,
Yeah.
fits are in the eye of the beholder.
I like people who take care of themselves
Okay.
and who, like, I like people who do laundry.
No skaters.
Wow, low fucking bar.
One time
You're on your skater
One
era.
time I dated someone who steams his pants, and that was a little bit of a turn off.
Is that too much?
Wait.
Like that's caring too much?
Wait, but like if you're going out somewhere to a dinner or something, like I get it, but like every day, like,
Okay,
even
yeah.
your sweatpants.
Okay. Whoa. You don't need to steam sweatpants, but I hate seeing wrinkled jeans. Like my
Right,
jeans,
right,
if I
right.
pulled them
I
out
feel
to
you.
come pod and I was like, I would iron them
I feel you,
or
yeah.
steam them.
My
whatever.
jeans
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
wrinkle, and instead of steaming them today, I just wore them a bunch.
But you also, you're in the business of
Thank you.
Sure.
throwing fits. But but yeah.
Humor, intelligence, did it
Yeah.
like movies?
Yeah, just don't be a grifter.
Okay.
Ooh.
Have you ever dated a grifter?
Well, speaking of the biz of throwing fits, this is a podcasting.
Wait, have you ever
Great,
dated a
dog.
scammer like
Yeah,
that? Just like you.
That
There's-
seemed very specific.
There's some swindlers out there.
Damn.
Yeah. Welcome to New York City.
So, I think sometimes I've thought like, oh, this is so cool. This person doesn't know anyone I know.
Lo and
And
behold,
then
They don't
it's
want you
like,
asking
wait.
about them.
they moondog your ass. Stole
yeah.
your hugs.
Yeah, that's by design.
No swindlers, no grifters.
Yeah. Okay.
What are your fashion red flags for a guy when he shows up on a date? Like he pulls up and it's an immediate no,
Yeah.
immediate ick.
Well,
'Cause his
like
jeans are too steamed.
cleanliness, right? Like,
So if he's dirty,
like I like if a guy has his own smell, like
Okay.
it's like his smell.
okay.
Yeah, but but the showering thing is important.
You've dated a lot of dirty motherfuckers in your life, haven't you?
Some dirty grifters, dude.
No, I mean,
These
like,
hobos.
you're,
Literally.
you're asking me what's important.
You spent too much time with the skaters on mid '90s.
Oh my God, working on mid 90s this one day when we had this huge scene where there was like 150 extras and we had to dress all of them, period, and period clothes.
On
Myself and my assistant costume designer, the amazing Kat Danabassis, she and I both got like some weird thing that I think kids get in school. It was like a
lice?
like a hand foot thing. I don't know. It was like
Hand foot disease.
it was some weird like bacterial
Hoof and
thing.
mouth?
Yeah,
COVID-19?
some crazy thing that like I had to go on antibiotics for
Damn.
to get rid
From
of
dressing these
from the dirty
skaters?
boys.
Occupational hazard.
That
From the
is
dirty boys.
incredible.
Yes.
Ladies,
yes.
if you're dealing with hoof and mouth disease,
So,
stop giving hand jobs to skaters at the park.
You see, I have trauma.
Was that the scene with Del the Funky Homo Sapien?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's
yes.
almost got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good call.
No, you're
And
right.
that's the only
Oh my
scene where
God.
there's like more than like 4 people in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so,
So,
be
yeah,
clean,
so
smell good.
Low bar.
Yes. Stop
Um,
meeting men down at the fucking rail yard.
Yeah, it sounds like you're just chilling at Port Authority, just
Yeah.
like fucking.
Ladies, if he pulls up with a bindle, red flag.
Sounds like you're meeting guys on the Greyhound
Well,
app.
I used to have a lot of boxes that needed to be checked, and it's like
Now just
as
please
time,
shower.
as time
We're
goes
losing-
on,
we're losing
it's like,
What's the worst first date you have ever been on?
oh God. Oh.
I'm sure it sounds like there's been a
Oh.
lot.
Yeah.
I went on a date with the son of a very famous fashion designer, who I don't know if he was on prescription drugs or what was happening,
Yes,
but
it was.
at the
Sounds about right.
we ate at the bar at fancy restaurant in it's like around Union Square, and I went to the ladies' room, and when I came back, he didn't recognize me.
What?
Wow. That's all time, dude. That's incredible.
Wait, so you came back and he's like, "Excuse me, I'm on a date." Like, Holy shit.
This seat's taken.
Did you like put on like more
I was
lipstick on in the fucking bathroom? Like,
so
what happened?
confused. It was so disorienting.
Was there a second date?
Yeah. No. No.
Oh my
But
God.
my mom was really
That's so
excited.
funny.
I
I
went
was
on that
talking about
date
that.
because
That's really
she's like
funny.
a fan of the.
Wait, I'm trying to think of like who a straight
Yeah, who
famous
has
fashion designer with a son would be.
So you went on a date with David Lauren.
Let's say that you go on the first date and you go to the bathroom and the date recognizes you because they're not on just like crazy pills, not being, shout out mental health and everything. Let's say there's a second date. Let's say there's a third date. What's your go-to fuck me fit on the third date, Heidi?
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's cashmere.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like-
Tactile.
Yeah.
Just a cozy big sweater.
Yeah. Just
I'm
cashmere.
ensconced in
Okay.
Cashmere.
Yeah.
Okay. I like
Cashmere,
that.
everything.
That's luxurious, dude.
Yeah.
That's some Gwyneth Paltrow.
It's good hand feel.
Hashtag free Gwyneth till it's backwards.
I lost a day of skiing.
half day.
Half day.
Yeah.
I lost a half day of skiing.
Which honestly, that's a lot. That's a lot of skiing.
Yeah, in Deer Valley, that's a lot of money.
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, he came in between her legs.
Well, apparently there's a video.
Yeah.
Innocent until
just-
proven guilty.
I'm just telling you what I heard.
So full cashmere fit, head to toe. You're just in a fucking cashmere
Yeah.
sleeping bag.
Yeah, like a cashmere
Sweatsuit.
What are those called? Snuggie?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's almost like
Cashmere romp him.
cashmere moondog.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a more is more situation.
Well, I mean, this is definitely like a at-home date.
Got it. Got
Okay, I see. Okay.
Mm-mm-mm.
Candle.
This is like movies,
Yeah.
movie
it.
night.
In front of the
Movie
fire.
night. Yeah. Third
Mhm.
date
Yeah.
movie night. The
Mhm.
fire's going. God.
All right.
Say less.
Mhm, mhm,
Heidi,
mhm.
how much money do you make?
Oh, wow. I don't even know. I like to
Well, I mean,
only
it's-
have like a rough idea,
about
but
to be
not
taxes.
really know. I
Yeah.
know. Don't remind me.
I know, it's the
Have
worst.
to deal with that.
Well,
Yeah.
those HBO checks must be nice.
I have this like kind of
Those
thing I
A24
do
checks
where
must be
like
nice.
I never like actually calculate enough to truly know
Yeah.
so that I don't have anxiety
Stay
about
humble.
anything. I just like, and then it's like surprising when I
Right.
see my bank. I'm like, oh,
Where did it all go?
Well,
Too many cashmere snuggies. I got
Yeah.
a closet full.
Oh, I'm really good at squirreling it away.
Yeah.
what do you like to spend the hard-earned money on when you're not squirreling it away? nut.
I like to well, so the purchases I'm looking to make this year for myself.
Let's go.
I want a motorcycle
Fuck yeah,
upstate.
dude.
I want like an on off-road, like a enduro, like something for upstate.
Is that like part of your life? Like hopping on fucking bikes and shredding?
It could be.
Oh, do you know how to, do you have a license?
I used to drive a scooter in the city for 14 years, a Vespa.
So you're looking to upgrade.
But yeah,
Your chopper.
but like I
Wait, what about, like, a
I
big
wouldn't
fucking
want to
hog?
drive a motorcycle in the city.
Okay.
No, but I'm talking about like an on off road, like
Okay.
like to go like off roading, like
Okay.
fun. I mean
Like a
maybe.
ATV maybe?
Little dirt
Or
bike?
Well, I could
Yeah.
get an ATV, but I think it's more functional for me to get like a dirt bike.
to whip around the
Sick.
fucking
Yeah.
property. That's
Like a
cool.
Yeah,
fucking-
and like in
like
the
a rough-
mountains,
like a rough
and-
rider.
Yeah, dude. You get some
Okay,
like,
so you
But not-
cool Monster Energy fits off.
so the bike is on deck.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are
Yeah, I
some of
want
the
a
big
bike.
purchases?
That's tight.
I mean, I was also thinking of getting the ATV, but I probably should only get one
Damn,
of those.
Why
like-
not get a fleet?
Like maybe,
This
but
girl likes
I-
her toys.
yeah, I do.
You know, invite us up to play some paintball. It sounds like
I
you're gonna have a whole
do. I
fucking
love
setup.
paintball.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh my
How much do you spend
god,
on clothes?
paintball's the best.
Do you spend a lot of
I
money on
don't.
clothes?
I don't spend a ton on clothes. I've been shopping in my closet. Yeah,
Dude, the best.
I've been trying to, just like
And in the Euphoria closet.
Mhm.
yeah. I mean, that was funny when I when we went down for pandemic and I had to go back to New York. I just like took a bunch of clothes from the stock like to wear. And I was like, for like months, I looked like during the pandemic, I looked like I was on Euphoria.
Just around the crib.
Just like that happened too after Spring Breakers. I remember I came back to New York and like the first night I went out,
Like a neon bikini.
I went to like
cornrows.
that club Westway that used
Yeah,
to,
shout out, R.I.P.,
Carlos and Matt. I went out one night when I got back and like I think I was wearing like a t-shirt with like a glow in the dark weed leaf on it or something.
Very
And like
cool, dude.
and like yeah, all my friends were like, "What happened? Who are you?
Trauma to experience on set.
Who are you?"
All right, so toys is really what you like to spend your money
Yeah.
on. Like adult.
Yeah,
Sorry, not adult toys.
Yes.
Sexual nature, but
and
like
stuff for my house, so, like fixing up my house.
okay.
Yeah.
Like I just put a metal roof on.
Ooh,
and I just have my chimney relined.
wow. So it's like you live in a money pit.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's all capital improvements.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
Invest in yourself, kids. All right, Heidi.
Mhm.
Before we get you out of here into the bonus content on patreon.com/throwingfits. First of all, thank you for coming to the only podcast that matters. Again, before we get you out of here, because you do have a long drive back upstate, we would love to offer up some constructive criticism because you're doing amazing.
Thank
Euphoria
you.
season 3 on the way.
Love it.
Euphoria fashion book in stores now. Any other movies or projects you're working on?
Yeah. You wanna plug
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah. Well, I mean, everything that I have going this year is in development,
Okay.
and like some of which I probably am not like supposed to talk about too much, but I have a TV show in development,
Ooh.
which Mary Harron is attached to
Sick.
direct, from her fame of her best known films, I Shot Andy Warhol and American Psycho, which is a great film for costumes.
Oh, true.
And
Is that the fourth?
yeah, that's my
Wow.
fourth. Yay.
Yeah, we did it.
We did it. It only
buzzer.
took 2 hours.
And true crime. And one of the producers, Alessandro Del Vigna, is one of the EPs from Triangle of Sadness. And then working with a friend, Bronwyn Cosgrove. So we have that in development.
Big things
And
coming.
then, some friends making movies. Kristen Stewart's going to make a movie.
Ooh.
Dylan Meyer, her fiance, is making a movie. Jonah is making a movie.
Yes, we heard.
Damn, you need a vacation, bro. What the fuck?
Well, look,
So we'll see.
So clearly you're doing incredible. You have so many fire projects lined up / in the works. That being said, we'd love to see you do even better. So
Please.
if we may,
Give me.
take it or leave it. How
Tell
just
me.
take it? Anyone that's taken it has gone on to much bigger and better things. Constructive criticism. I'll go first. When season 3 starts filming of Euphoria, I know you haven't seen the scripts yet. I know Sam is like receptive to your input. Get us some cameos on Euphoria as maybe like the old pervs that come back to East Highland.
Word.
We could rub people the wrong
Yeah.
way, literally and figuratively. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Let's get that scum bro look going. You know?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's bring it
cool.
back.
Yeah,
Okay.
We'll like Dominic, we'll bring 50%
Okay,
of our
I'm
own
calling
clothes.
Jim Venditti now. Right now.
Fucking
Awesome.
go.
Right now.
That kind of felt like a big ask, and I was gonna like rein it in, but like let's just keep it fucking going. Apparently, you should pull some of our the TF Cut and Sew clothing line.
Can't wait.
And put that on the back of some of these fucking beautiful fucking children.
I
on
would
this
love
television
to.
Show.
I would love
Absolutely.
to. It'd be
You have a
my
little overshirt.
it would be
that
my
we put
honor.
out.
This whole podcast was just like
Yeah, we're just pitching.
us lobbying.
This
you
could be
to
a
get to
Rue
that.
shirt.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
This-
we didn't. That's not us.
Right.
Oh.
Right.
I hate
We
that.
can show. We'll show you some pictures.
Yeah. Fuck this shirt.
No,
Fuck this shirt.
Yeah.
You see this as a Rue shirt?
Could be.
Interesting.
Frumpy.
Yeah.
Shitty.
No, just like, it's like
No.
dark as a
Heroin
pattern.
chic.
She'd like,
Yeah.
wear it open with like her little
some drug dust on it.
With like
Her little black
three hoodies on over
tank
it.
top. Yeah.
All right. So again, that's our criticism. Heidi, where can the kids follow you on social media?
Oh, it's just my
you and
name.
ask you on the date.
Just my
apparently.
name.
Just on
Just-
Instagram? Are you on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter too.
Sick.
I don't use Twitter as much.
Please retweet the
Instagram.
podcast promo
Instagram.
next Wednesday.
What about do you have a TikTok? You
We do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
do
We'll
you
be
have
happy to tag
do
you.
you have
I,
TikTok?
I don't have a
Oh,
TikTok.
okay.
You don't use TikTok
I
for
should-
research?
You have a
I
burner?
I feel like I see a lot of TikTok on Instagram.
Reels.
Well, yeah.
You see it like 2 years late, but you
Yeah.
see it
Yeah.
when it bangs on reels, as they say.
You know, they just killed this gorilla named Harambe. You'll see it on IG real soon.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
really sad, dude.
All right,
I don't
Heidi,
know
you're a
about
fucking
that.
living legend.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for coming on the show. What
Oh
an
my God.
absolute fucking
This
joy.
has been amazing.
Thank you so much, Heidi. Chef, take us out.